Welcome back to Right Now Trending TV News. At this time, before we get started, we kindly ask you to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell for more videos in the future. Now let's get started. All right, Teresa Giudice fans, let's dive into some juicy Real Housewives drama, shall we? If you're anything like me, you're probably wondering what's really going on with Teresa's relationships, both old and new. In a recent podcast appearance, Teresa opened up about some of the key figures in her life, and it's safe to say the tea is piping hot. But let's stir the pot just a little bit, shall we? According to Reality Blurb, Teresa tackled the topic of her estranged cousins, Kathy Wakile and Rosie Pierre. Now, I don't know about you, but when it comes to family drama, it's always a little bittersweet, isn't it? On the one hand, you want to see everyone make amends, but on the other hand, the drama keeps us hooked. Teresa mentioned she hasn't seen them in what feels like forever. They live their lives, she lives hers, and there's no bad blood, at least from her side. But here's the kicker. Would she say hi if she saw them? Absolutely. And she made sure to stress how much she adored Kathy's kids, Victoria and Joseph. Isn't it interesting how even when adults drift apart, the affection for the younger generation stays intact? Teresa's fond memories of them hanging out with her own kids might just be the silver lining in this otherwise cloudy relationship. Now let's talk about the shade. Yes, the Tamra Judge shade. Because let's face it, what's a Real Housewives episode without a little back and forth? Teresa is quick to point out that Tamra always seems to have something to say about her. Do you ever wonder why some people just can't keep your name out of their mouths? Teresa's response is pretty straightforward. I don't talk shit about her, so why does she do it to me? It's a fair question. And while Teresa usually doesn't throw the first punch, she's definitely aware when someone's throwing punches her way. But wait, there's more. Remember that charity softball game Dolores hosted? Well, Teresa was noticeably absent, and fans were quick to speculate. But let's clear the air. She wasn't avoiding anyone. In fact, she and Jennifer were living their best lives on a vacation in Turkey. Teresa made it clear that if she were in town, she'd have been right there on the field. After all, Dolores is her girl, and they always support each other. It's refreshing, isn't it? To see such strong friendships in a world where alliances can shift faster than you can say Housewives reunion. Speaking of shifting alliances, let's talk about Teresa's ex, Joe Giudice, and his family. That's a good one. It's been a roller coaster of emotions since their divorce and Joe's deportation. But despite the ups and downs, Teresa has managed to maintain a good relationship with Joe's family. Now, isn't that something? After all the drama, it's heartwarming to hear that they've been nothing but amazing to Teresa and her daughters. They've even been sweet to her new husband, Louis. Could it be that time really does heal all wounds? Teresa seems to think so. She recalls how after Joe's grandmother passed away, the family interactions became easier and easier. And when Joe's family recently showed up for Melania's graduation pictures, it felt like old times, in a good way. But here's a little twist for you. Teresa's still in touch with Joe's family for holidays. Yes, you heard that right. During a recent Thanksgiving, they all gathered together with Louis joining in on the festivities. Can you imagine the dynamics at the dinner table? Teresa dropped off the kids, Louis chatting it up with Joe's family. It's almost like a scene out of a feel-good holiday movie. And let's be honest, in the world of housewives, that's a rare and beautiful thing. And last but not least, let's not forget the question on everybody's mind. What's up with Teresa and Victoria Gotti? Teresa revealed that Victoria was supposed to attend her wedding, but due to some flight issues, she couldn't make it. Teresa made it clear that there are no hard feelings, but doesn't it make you wonder if Victoria might think otherwise? In the world of reality TV, misunderstandings can easily snowball into full-blown feuds. But Teresa is quick to shut that down, expressing nothing but love for Victoria. So where does that leave us? Well, it seems Teresa is in a pretty good place with most of the people in her life. Whether it's family, friends, or frenemies, she's handling it all with a mix of grace and grit. But what do you think? Is there more to the story with Kathy and Rosie? Will Tamara's shade ever stop? And could Teresa and Victoria Gotti be the next dynamic duo? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, we'll be watching. Now, I want to go to some of the comments that people posted after she did this podcast. One commenter said she compared them to cancer, for God's sake. I'd hope they would never speak to her again. That was such a disgusting display, yet again, of Trey treating her family like they are nothing while yelling how family is everything. Never go against family. Another person wrote, yet Kathy makes it clear she wants nothing to do with her cousin Joe and his wife, but doesn't act that way towards cousin Teresa. Her husband makes it clearer. I think she'd be her soldier for money or for it leading to money. Would prefer to be wrong, but the hostility towards Teresa sounds like sucking up to Teresa with these people. And finally, another person wrote, barf. You haven't and wouldn't make up with your blood relatives who did nothing to you. You do throw the first punch when you hear baseless claims and refuse to ever take responsibility for your actions. I truly hope we are done seeing you on TV. I have had enough of the Teresa show. Move on, Bravo. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more updates on this ongoing saga, because I'm going to be bringing you some more. And I'll see you next time. Ciao.